July 8th, 1947. Roswell Daily Record posted a headline, RAAF captures flying saucer on ranch in the Roswell region. This immediately sparked an interest into the unidentified flying object, but the UFO was quickly covered up as just a U.S. military weather balloon. Could it have really been a weather balloon? Could it have been a test of advanced military technology? Or was it really a UFO? Find out as the investigators crash land into Roswell, New Mexico. Hey, we are Bizarre Investigations. I'm Hugh.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Farnsey.
How you guys doing?
Terrific.
Dope as hell.
This is the fifth time starting the intro. You should put the mic a little closer to you. You can barely.
Fifth
time's
the
the
charm. Fifth time is the charm.
Here we go. Fifth time is the charm. We fucked up a few times. So, what's up?
How do I sound over here on my mic? My mic popping?
You need to get a little closer
Good.
too.
A little closer. Gotta put it in my mouth.
Put it in there.
All right. That's better, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Our sound guy said so.
Sound guy Hugh.
The tech guy Hugh.
Tech guy Hugh. All right. So what's up, guys?
Chilling like a villain.
Yeah.
Loving this shitty California rainy weather.
I love it. I like the cold weather. I can't wait until it's cold.
See, I don't like
Wait, it's already cold. I can't. I mean, I don't want it to get hot.
See, okay. I'm like the middle man. I love it. I hate it cold. I hate it hot, but I love it right in the middle. But I hate it fucking raining because we work at night. And I'm going to get fucking soaking wet in 30-degree weather. And I had to fucking walk around. It fucking sucks.
Well, that does suck. And it's going to suck to hear what I have to say. I wish it only rained at night and then it was sunny during the day.
Actually, I like the rain. The rain's fun. I don't like working in the rain, but I mean, the rain can be fun. I mean, not fun. Well, when I was a kid, I realized that I like the rain a lot more than I do as an adult.
Yeah, because you can fucking jump in puddles and shit.
Yeah,
have a good time.
It was fun. Well, I noticed now that I'm like trying to avoid the rain at all costs.
Yeah, you want to stay dry.
Warm rain's different, though. Like when it's cold,
nice.
I like warm rain. Cause like
Yeah,
when I
won't
was
lie.
in Texas, some warm rain, it's not bad. You could chill outside. It's not
Hot
that bad.
rain. Missouri has hot rain.
North Carolina has hot rain.
Don't like any of it.
No, hot rain, I don't mind.
I don't like it.
Dude, I'll be...
Well, I guess it's not that bad because if you think about it, you're sitting there sweating and then it starts raining.
Yeah.
So I guess that could be good.
That's North Carolina, dude. Out of nowhere, it's a nice sunny day out, and the next thing, fucking storm and shit.
Hell
It's like,
yeah,
what
dude.
the fuck? 2 minutes later, it's back to being sunny.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was the same.
I don't
in
miss
Texas.
that about Missouri at all.
Well, the part of Texas that I was in, it's like the border of Oklahoma, a little more East Texas.
Oh, fuck Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Sorry if anyone listens from Oklahoma. Just
Oklahoma's a great state of countries.
All those trees, man. You look out over there and fucking just look out, and it's nothing but trees for miles and miles and miles.
Oklahoma.
yeah, no. I'm good.
Home of the Oklahoma City bombing.
That's true.
That's a fact.
That's the Unabomber, right? He's the one that did that shit?
I think.
He blew up the fucking IRS office.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
I'm not too sure, though.
I think it was the IRS or something. I heard somewhere that they were fucking...
IRS blew him up?
He did that. No, he blew up the IRS. And that's when they outlawed, the fucking... the manure that... whatever it is.
Fertilizer?
Yeah, the fertilizer that fucking explodes. The nitrate, whatever.
Yeah.
They got rid of that. But I guess he did that because the fucking CIA was doing LSD testing on that fool. And they fried his brain.
What was that? I could have sworn I heard fucking conspiracy about that.
About what?
The CIA doing like LSD tests on people.
Oh, it's because they probably do.
Well, no. There's actually like a thing. I could have sworn I heard something about it. I'll look into it.
I heard on another podcast that they were doing that. The CIA did that on one group of test subjects, and then they changed the entire format and they opened up brothels, and they were
Yes,
fucking
that's what I
doping up
heard.
dudes, and then they were recording them while they were fucking the chicks and
Yes.
fucking ramping up to their trip.
That's the exact
Well,
same thing I heard. What was it called?
I don't know, I think it might have been Rogan. I'm not sure.
Joe Rogan.
I don't think I heard it from Joe Rogan. I was just trying to figure out what the operation was called because I know it was an operation. I don't know.
I didn't catch the operation.
I'll figure it out. One of these episodes, I'll just fucking randomly splurt out a fucking operation. Like, it's a brothel one.
It's a Operation Brothel.
Operation Brothel. All right, so you want to get into a bizarre story?
Yeah, let's do it.
It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder.
Hell yeah, let's get right into the story. Okay, this one is called Dead End. Driving home on a stormy day, I see that a side road up to the local golf course is blocked off by flashing barricades. I also spy a Mercedes parked past the barricades with its hazards on. I stop and walk up to the car to see if they need help. I am an EMT. I shine my light in the back seat to see a man slumped over, apparently sleeping. Thinking I've got a few drunks, I move up to the driver window and rap on the side of the glass and shine my light in. The driver is sitting bolt upright. What's that mean? Bolt upright.
I don't. Probably just sitting straight up. I don't know.
The driver is sitting bolt upright, unmoving, staring straight ahead. My window rapping or light doesn't cause him to blink, flinch, or move. I look over and the passenger is slumped forward onto the dash. This begins to creep me out. I call down to the sheriff's station and request a code 2, no lights or sirens, unit to come to my direction, to come to my location, to help me check on them. The doors are locked. Well, on the phone, I walk back to my truck to get my go bag. As I am on the phone with dispatch, she asked me to get a license number for the car just as a PG&E power company cherry picker truck comes rumbling down from up the closed road. I move to go around to the truck and let the plate number. The car is gone. I talked to the driver of the truck and he said there was an 80-foot tree down across the road and that he didn't think it would be open for a day or so. So the question is, where the hell did the car go? Tree up one way, barricades down the other. It kept me a bit unsettled when stopping at accidents hazards since then. Posted by Mark of Shame. That was it.
What happened?
So he says that he came across this car. These people were slumped over, unresponsive.
And then it just vanished?
And then when he went back to call the sheriffs, apparently he went back to his car to grab his bag because he's a paramedic. He starts heading back towards that car and it's gone. But that car apparently couldn't have left because the PG&E guy said there was a tree down blocking the entire road. So in order for them to leave, they'd have to drive by him. Ghost car.
Oh, okay.
Pothead.
It's not the best story.
All right.
The guy was tripping. Paramedic. He was EMT, whatever.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
Well, you guys, either one of you guys got a security story?
I could tell one.
All right.
I mean, I just got through telling a story.
Yeah. You got one, Farnsey?
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
So at the hospital again.
So is at the hospital.
Love the hospital. You got anything from back in the day? Outside of the hospital?
Oh, well.
Like our old company days?
Yeah.
When we all worked together, kind of?
Yeah, there's a lot, man.
Security is an interesting industry. If nobody has ever done it, I mean, everybody pretty much does it, but it's crazy.
It depends. I mean, we can go. I remember. Well, it depends. We could go dramatic or funny.
Let's go
That's
dramatic.
usually how it goes.
Still dramatic.
Yeah, dramatic. We'll save a funny one for later.
Okay, so you know all the hoopla over the Ferguson riots and the hands up, don't shoot, the Ferguson riots. I think it was 2014. When Ferguson, Missouri, they had a national night of riots.
Yeah.
So I was
Hold on.
very short story. It's a pretty short story, but I was heading to one of our properties in Del Paso Heights on that night, and we were already briefed to let everybody know to be on high alert because of the targeting of law enforcement. And it doesn't matter if you're in a uniform, like your chances of threat are increased dramatically.
Just say we're not cops. We're security guards.
We don't think we are. We're not those security guards and think we're cops.
Yeah, we just do our fucking. We get paid to tell people, hey, you can't fucking be on the property.
Yeah, we're just security.
Just security. But people do take advantage of that. I mean, they see a uniform and they will be stupid. So it doesn't matter if you're a cop or
people
not.
are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I remember one guy, he told this, he got in trouble. He told this dude, hey, you need to get off the property. And he was like, no. And then he just pepper sprayed him in the face.
Fuck.
Like, zero tolerance. But anyways, continuing
okay,
the story.
take this shot to the face.
2014 Ferguson riot night. I was heading to a property. And fucking just driving down this street. And this dude fucking starts shooting at me.
Holy shit.
Shooting at the back of the patrol car I was in. And fucking is the craziest thing. It's the first time that I've heard bullets flying past me and hitting things near me. It was like, they sounded like crushing, like soda cans being crushed, and then one hit the fucking back of the patrol car.
Oh, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, and at that point, I just fucking gunned it, and it was fucking running the stop signs on that street.
Fuck yeah, man.
Because I can't stop and return fire. Somebody has you in their sight. That's the dumbest thing to do.
I'd have done the same thing. I wouldn't even think about return fire. I'm like, nope, I'm out. I gotta get home tonight.
Yeah, I fucking jetted. Fucking ran stop signs. My adrenaline was pumping so fucking hard.
You turn on the overhead lights, you just like, get the fuck out
Yeah,
of there.
there were no overhead lights. That would have been good, though, to prevent some crash. But I got down the street, and I found law enforcement talking to some other guy because he just fucking got his truck shot at randomly.
Damn, someone in the area just being stupid, huh?
Yeah, just fucking shooting people's cars up. And, dude, my adrenaline was dumped so hard, dude, I couldn't even tell him what street I was on where I got shot at.
Fuck, man.
That was one of the fucking craziest things. But they didn't find any holes in the car. But the next day, or the morning of, we searched the car and found the hole right below the emblem on the trunk.
Damn.
It looked like the little where you put your key. If your key to open the trunk was in the center.
Yeah, just punched it right out.
Yep, and we dug out a fucking 9mm slug.
Shit.
It fucking went through the trunk, through the back seat, and hit the little cup holder armrest. And it fucking lodged in the cup holder armrest, and I fucking took that shit and made it into a necklace.
Fucking dope.
You still have it?
Yep, still got it.
Nice.
9mm.
We'll have to tell the chicken one a little bit. I like the chicken one. Well, you guys ready to get in Roswell?
Yeah, let's
do it.
jump into this bitch.
So you guys already heard the intro of what happened July 1947, right? The UFO crashed into...
UFO.
Yeah, the unidentified flying object crashed into the ranch, and then the military quickly covered it up. That's a summary because you guys already heard the 50-second intro that we had in the very beginning. So, yeah, you guys already know that. So let's start getting into the facts of what we know.
What was the date again?
July 1947, but the actual crash, what happened in June? Barnesy?
Yeah, The crash?
Yeah, the actual crash. What day did that happen?
Yeah, June 14th.
But we didn't hear about it till July 8th when...
July 4th was when that rancher found it.
Yeah, but...
Mac Brazel.
But it wasn't in the news until July 8th.
Yeah.
So that's when it started getting a big...
Yeah, Mac Brazel found that crash site on the 4th, and then on the 7th he called the cops and gave the shit that he found to George Wilcox.
My only thing is, how did he know it crashed on June 8th? Or what, June 14th?
Yeah.
How do we know it crashed June 14th, but he found it July 4th?
So maybe he found it earlier. And, well, yeah, that's true, though, too. How could he pinpoint it unless he, like, saw something in the sky that night?
Or heard it, fucking crash.
And then he just found it, like, a few weeks later?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the possibility.
Yeah, so...
It could be like, I'm a fucking rancher, I'm busy. I'll check it out fucking next week, 2 weeks later, yeah.
Is Roswell in New Mexico?
Yes.
So I typed in Roswell and it popped up Georgia. Roswell is now Georgia's 8th largest city.
It's kind of like Springfield. There's 1,000 Springfields.
Yeah.
Springfield, Illinois, Springfield, Texas, Springfield. Everybody's got Springfield.
Springfield Simpsons. Oh, that's a fucking episode I want to do eventually, dude. I know
Simpsons?
Yeah, the Simpsons predictions. I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. How fucking Groening just is a fucking time traveler.
I'm sorry. I'm fucking taking this way off topic here, but that's just a cool episode.
Anyways,
that would be a cool episode.
On the 7th, he fucking... Mac Brazel takes the debris to George Wilcox, the fucking sheriff there.
So how much debris was there if he was able to actually take it somewhere?
He just took a piece.
Oh, he just took a piece of it to, like, get it. Hey, this fucking fell on my land.
Yeah. And then he gave it to the cops, George Wilcox, who calls the Colonel Butch Blanchard, the Air Force, who was working at who was at Roswell Army Airfield. And they were all part of the 509th Bombardment Group. And they used A-bombs at the end of the Second World War.
So they bring it to that guy, right? And then July 8th, the military goes, hey, we captured a flying saucer in this guy's ranch.
They announced that, didn't they?
They announced that it's in the paper. The Roswell Daily Record posted a headline, RAAF captures flying saucer on ranch in Roswell region. That same day, the military goes, what? No, we didn't say it. It was weather balloon. It was weather balloon. What the fuck? We never saw that shit. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Psych! That's not what we found, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
we were just kidding.
Yeah, we're just fucking playing with you guys.
We're just yanking your chain, see?
For them to get to the point where they feel like they could announce it, though, they had to be knowing what it was. They had to know what it was, I guess. You know what I mean? Because you don't just go announce that to the world and be like, oh, actually, we were wrong.
We captured a flying saucer.
What I think has happened, all right? It was some fucking PFC, some private first class. He's like, yo, Sergeant, that's a fucking flying saucer, dude. Like,
I can identify that for you.
Are you sure? No, I'm dead ass serious. That's a fucking flying saucer right there. Obviously, 1940s, different terminology. They aren't going to say dead ass because that's a nowadays thing.
Dead ass, bro.
And then he was like, all right, we should
Sergeant,
no,
dead ass.
He said that. No, he said
he's dead ass.
The guy who investigated, Major Jesse Marcel, he's like,
quoted dead ass.
This is dead ass a flying saucer, bro. He said, bro, too. Check it out, bro. Just
100.
Well, so all right, so this little PFC, private first class, he's like, all right, I'm gonna go fucking tell the newspaper. This shit's fucking dope. We just found dead ass. We found a fucking flying saucer newspaper. They're like, no shit. Oh hell yeah! So he goes tell this newspaper about this flying saucer. They put a headline. While the sergeant goes tells his fucking higher ups, and the sergeant's like, hey, I think we found a flying saucer. They're like, no. That's a weather balloon. You go, oh shit. I just told PFC little dick over there to go fucking tell the newspaper.
PFC little dick.
PFC little dick now getting in trouble because sergeant told him to do this. He's getting his ass chewed out. While now the new people, the cover up people coming in is like, hey, no. It's a weather balloon. Trust me. I crashed it on your property on purpose. a month ago. You guys didn't know this, though.
I guarantee they were coming out straight with it. Yeah, it's okay to tell people that we found a flying saucer. I mean, weren't they watching fucking... They were watching TVs in 47? Did they have fucking Twilight Zone?
I think the Twilight Zone came out like the 70s.
Oh, goddamn.
The fact that they actually came out and said they found it, I believe that they actually probably saw, or at least some who I don't know. For me, it doesn't make sense.
They're probably too stupid. They were like, okay, yes, we can tell them. And then somebody higher up were like, look, we can't fucking divulge this
But how do you get that out anyways? Okay, so the higher up would have immediately said, no, fuck you. You guys found something? You ain't putting that shit out.
The way the chain went.
I told you the story I just said. Probably
yeah, but they're not going to listen to a PFC.
That's why the sergeant goes, hey, we got to tell someone about this shit. So the PFC is like, I know someone in this fucking newspaper, the Roswell Daily.
He would not go behind his back. I mean, you could.
The sergeant, we need to get this shit out. And he tells the PFC, like, the PFC's like, yo, I got the hookup. You know, I've been banging this girl over at fucking Roswell Daily. And then gets sent out to Roswell Daily, tells him real fast. The girl's like, oh my God, I'm going to get famous.
Yeah, but you run that shit up the chain. You know that. You run that shit up the chain. You don't just go release it.
The sergeant told him.
Who's the one who released it? Who actually released it? I want to know that. You guys have that?
Lieutenant Walter.
A lieutenant released it. So he didn't go.
He was a
sergeant went up and said, hey, let's just fucking release it.
Public information officer.
There you go. So this doesn't get out unless it's actually been ran up the chain.
This is the guy who released it to the Roswell Daily, right?
He's the one that released the press release.
Saying it was a flying saucer.
A lieutenant.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that tells you right there. I guarantee you it got ran up the chain.
So no, look, the PFC did it, and then the lieutenant's like, fuck this. I want the recognition.
We're already speculating on just how it got released, but I'm telling you that got ran up the chain, and they're like, oh yeah, this won't cause a worldwide panic. Let's just fucking release it. But then they rethought it, came back, and was like, actually, it was a weather balloon because people are gonna start fucking killing each other.
Who came back and said, never mind, it was not a fucking.
Oh, that was.
Not the lieutenant.
That was the PFC.
General Ramey.
General's like, fuck you, Lieutenant.
General Ramey was like, really? What the fuck are you guys doing?
He's like, hey, you guys need to shut the fuck up.
He had some common sense. You can't just fucking splurt out.
He probably came in, men, it's going to cause worldwide panic. People are going to start shooting people. We can't, denounce somebody's God by saying that there's aliens.
People are going to go fucking berserko.
Yeah. All right. So, we're just caught up on the fucking press release. All right.
That was just the press release. Let's get this thing going.
So, everyone, brush it off. 1940s didn't have fucking computers. They couldn't go on fucking Reddit and shit, Facebook.
Weird. It's like, okay, the first press release, you think, okay, they had an intel officer investigate the crash site, pass it on to the colonel. Was it the colonel?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't add up.
General. He passed the general had the fucking intel officer check the site and then say, give it to the public information officer, do a press release on what we found. The intel officer found a flying saucer and told the public information officer, and then the general comes back and says, why'd you tell him it was a fucking flying saucer? Tell him it's a fucking weather balloon.
I just don't think you can release that information without going fucking all the way up the chain and saying, hey, we're going to release this information.
See, no, you can't.
I don't think you can.
Dude.
Unless you're a fucking idiot and you want to get shot in the fucking forehead.
But all it's so crazy that they changed it immediately the same day.
Yeah, I know. I agree. That's fucking...
Same day.
It's fishy.
Imagine that power. Just the same day you could change a news article.
But think about this. No one blinked an eye. They're like, oh yeah,
makes sense. Well, back then you don't have the like
I said, you don't have Instagram,
social
Facebook,
media, and all that shit to
Reddit.
Be like, hey, these guys, that's a little fishy, guys. Start thinking, everybody. Start thinking. Use your brains.
So they started thinking in the 1970s, right? 1970, a ufologist came in, and they started fucking talking about it. They're like, this is fishy.
We should. 13 years later. 23 years later.
Years, yeah.
Holy shit! I'm
47 to 78.
Yeah, and 78?
Yeah.
78, yeah. So,
well, even further than
Stan Friedman.
I'm not even going to try the math
UFO
on that.
researcher.
31.
There you go.
He's
31.
Nuclear physicist, too.
So that's when it starts catching oh, shit, sorry. That's when it starts catching the public's eye when these ufologists come in and sparking new conspiracies about this. Because it's not sparking new conspiracies. It's sparking old conspiracies that they actually found something there. Because something fucking crashed, and the military knew for a fact it crashed there.
Yeah, this nuclear physicist interviewed the intelligence officer Jesse Marcel, who fucking searched the area.
Yeah.
And initially stated that it was a fucking flying saucer.
Okay.
And then when he interviewed him, he was like, yeah, it was a flying saucer, And he talked about the materials that were found that he had.
Yeah.
He said he had a piece of metal as thin as, cigarette tinfoil,
Mm-hmm.
a little paper tinfoil.
Yeah.
That thin, but you couldn't bend it. You couldn't indent it. You couldn't scratch it. He said he took a hammer to it. A sledgehammer to it.
Didn't move. Nothing.
Not even a bit.
Did they shoot it?
I wish.
They probably did shoot it.
Yeah, I definitely would have fucking shot that thing.
Oh yeah. You would think the fucking military would have shot that shit. All right. So as of right now, we're recording these episodes a few episodes in advance. Josh is like losing his mind right now because as we're recording this, it is January 26th.
11:57 a.m.
And supposedly, Kobe Bryant just died. So Josh over here is
baller style though,
losing his
and
mind.
like a helicopter crash. So
Looks like, yeah, that's just crazy. I mean, that's one of the biggest fucking icons ever to ever be alive. And if that's true and he really just died, that's insane.
Yeah.
I think Michael Jordan did it.
And just also last night, LeBron apparently passed Kobe in scoring, just literally last night. And today, Kobe dies in a fucking helicopter accident.
Yeah.
He was like, I could pass the torch. I can finally pass on.
Fuck, dude, that's insane. Fucking insane.
Okay, so that's our
update on sports history.
also on sports history. Josh's team is going to the Super Bowl.
Niners, baby.
And by the time this releases, it's going to be a month after the Super Bowl.
A month after Kobe Bryant died, apparently.
And Super Bowl. And Niners probably lost.
Niners won.
I can only hope.
This is a week
God,
before they
please.
play. This is a week
There's
before they
God.
play. Niners won.
There's
Guaranteed.
God. Bury the Niners.
Sorry, this is not a sports show. We'll get right back into Roswell. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so they found this material, right? Can't bend. You can shoot it, probably won't do nothing. You can hit it with a sledgehammer, won't do nothing. What else is weird with this material?
I think they also stated that it was like memory metal.
Memory metal.
What does that
Yeah,
mean?
or they
It's
found.
like memory foam.
they found-
you sit on it and it goes back.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, really?
Yeah, they found forms of metal like that, so you could crumble it up and then, it retakes its original shape. And the other stuff that didn't scratch, bend, or it's indestructible, felt like nothing.
Like it weighed nothing.
Yeah, like it was like holding not even a piece of paper, because you can feel weight of a piece of paper.
Yeah.
It's probably like
Lighter than
air.
that. Yeah.
Like
That's insane to think about. That kind of fucking technology or whatever you would call. What would you call that? That kind of metal material. I mean, was it just strong metal though?
Yeah, I took a sledgehammer to it, couldn't bend it, scratch it. It was as thin as a sheet of tinfoil, and you couldn't bend it, and you couldn't scratch it.
That's insane.
And they took a hammer to it.
That is pretty crazy.
I'll build my house out of that.
I could only imagine.
Can you imagine Elon Musk's new Tesla coming out? It's just made out of that.
The
lightest
truck?
fucking car in the world.
The truck? Yeah. Just make it out of that shit.
I want that truck so bad.
I kind of want that truck too. Elon Musk, if you're listening,
Hit us
I
up.
will test drive that truck for you.
I want the one that has the solar panels in the bed of the truck. So when you're parked somewhere outside, it charges for you.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
I mean, can you remove them when you're not
it's
parked?
just like a normal bed of the truck thing.
Oh, okay.
The thing that covers the bed.
Because I still want to use it as a truck. Like I want to put my shit in the back. And all that.
Yeah. It's just like a cover the bed. All right.
This is an episode where we will get off topic a little bit and a lot of it.
Yeah. Sorry. So that was 1970s, right? 1978.
Tesla.
They start sparking interest in this shit. in 1994, right, Farnsey? The U.S. Air Force comes out and goes, remember that supposed weather balloon? It was actually a weather balloon, Project Mogul, right?
Mogul.
Project Mogul.
Sorry, Mogul.
Yeah, and it was a quote-unquote weather balloon that went up in the air to test Soviet Union's nuclear, see if they're testing nuclear activity in the area or whatever the fuck.
It was just a weather balloon. We're not covering anything up. Actually, there was a cover-up. It was just a weather balloon, a top secret one.
Well, even if it was a weather balloon, that kind of material doesn't exist in the world, right? I mean, not as we know it.
I read something that said what they probably found was like the little box to check the radiation in the air. That's what they probably found.
Yeah, but that still doesn't add up. The material that Farnsey just described,
yeah,
light. Can you feel the weight on it?
Yeah,
and it's indestructible essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it crashed, so it can't be indestructible. But that's
Doesn't
insane.
exist.
We don't have anything
Does
like that.
not exist.
Trust me, I would know.
Yeah, I would have it.
I wouldn't be able to afford it, but I would want it.
Yeah, they definitely said that material is not of this planet.
Yeah.
Project Mogul they were just sending air balloons up in the sky and shit.
Yeah, just to test see if there's any radiation coming from like the area of the Soviet Union.
See if those damn Russians are testing nukes.
Yeah.
When aren't they testing something?
So that's all the facts that we have. I know we went off fucking topic for like the last 20 minutes. That's all the facts we have of this shit. So you guys want to get in some of the conspiracies? Obviously, the main one is this weather balloon.
Yeah.
I don't believe that at all.
I don't.
Wasn't there like? I'm
Well,
sorry.
they said there was bodies too.
Yeah,
Yes, there was bodies there, and then the military comes
alien
up
bodies.
and says they were just test dummies.
They were like alien bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they said they were like 3 to 4 feet tall. But then one of the military reps came out and was like, "Oh yeah, that's easy explanation. In 1950, we started testing these 6-foot dummies for parachutes. We started dumping them out in that area.
Bullshit.
6 foot tall dummies, paradummies, parachute dummies.
I mean, those are you're gonna know that it's
In
a
the
fucking dummy and it's not a
1950s.
real body though.
Yeah, didn't you say the dummies didn't come out until the 1950s, and that was in
Yeah.
1947?
They were doing the testing in the 50s, and the crash was in 47.
Either way,
Kinda
I mean,
off there. You
how
little
stupid
fucking
do you
punk.
have to be to mistake a fake dummy for an actual body?
And a 6 foot tall one for a 3 to 4 foot tall one.
Yeah.
Maybe it was some realistic ass dummies. Maybe they never saw like a mannequin.
Bullshit.
Back then. They probably never saw a mannequin back then.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
they
had
did in the
mannequin-
stores and all that shit.
They had
I'm sure they
mannequins
had.
in the
Not
30s.
that realistic though.
Well, we don't know how realistic this dummy was.
Maybe it was the most realistic thing in the fucking world.
It was
It's
made
not.
of rubber and shit.
I'm guessing it is happening because I'm getting people are sending it to me too.
Sorry, this is actually crazy. This is something that if it really happened, that we're gonna actually know
Kobe!
way
Damn,
before you
they're
guys
memeing
listen
that
to this.
motherfucker already. Lightning memes, man.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, this is gonna be a little hard to get through because of this shit that happened, but we're gonna do it.
So the other thing is the debris was flown immediately to Wright Field, right? Wright
Fort
Field
Worth, Texas.
Yeah, now it's Wright-Patterson Air Force Base near Dayton, Ohio.
So why do you fly a weather balloon?
Wait, you said it's from
Over there.
Fort Worth, Texas?
Well, that's where the general told him to collect the materials, bring it to him in Fort Worth. General Ramey.
If it's just a weather balloon, why do you need those materials?
What I read was it was flown to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio. Ooh, they're covering up where they sent it.
What was the date on
Ooh.
that?
I don't know. It just said the debris was flown to Wright Field. Okay, that doesn't matter where they sent it, right?
They probably sent it to other places. Everybody wanted to fucking see that
It
shit.
doesn't.
Yeah.
You're right. It doesn't matter where they sent it. The only thing that matters is they
They
actually
found
needed
it
to
was
look at it. Though
They found it was precious. Why would you find it was precious when you already know
It's
what
a
the
fucking
fuck
weather
it
balloon.
is?
Yeah. If it's a weather balloon, you don't need that fucking material. You have the
They
material.
wouldn't put
only
out
thing
a
they would-
press release.
they
They'd
would
be like,
collect.
okay, it was trash.
Okay. The other thing about this fucking weather balloon, why would you wait, 20 days, 24, to collect this fucking valuable piece of equipment.
So where was it at in the meantime?
It was in this fucking guy's field.
They didn't even give a shit that it was there?
For 26 days or something like that. They didn't give a fuck it was in this guy's field. But all of a sudden, when they say it was a flying saucer, like, whoa, I lost that.
They made him
that kind
go.
of gets into... I'm sorry. I know we're not in theories just yet, but that kind of...
I think we are.
Okay, well, then that kind of debunks my theory then, because mine leads into Operation High Jump, which we just discussed.
Yeah, mine does too.
But
I like Operation High Jump.
Yeah.
I think that it's a possibility they were test driving something they found over there and crashed it. But if that was the case, why would they wait 26 days to claim it?
But that's the other thing. How does the rancher know it crashed on June 14th?
Well, like I said, the only way he would have known is if he's seen a light in the sky, he's seen something, he heard something, and he just estimated that was when it fucking crashed. But
Yeah.
that's what I think it was. And if they waited 26 days, though, that's not... There's no way they wait 26 days if they know it's there.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
So that kind of debunks my theory.
That's my favorite theory too, is the Roswell or the Operation High Jump to Roswell, because they're so well connected.
Oh, that goes back to the news release, though. So maybe you were right. Maybe this lieutenant releases it on his own.
Uh-huh.
And then the fucking... Was it the major? What? Sergeant? What? Who was it?
General.
General. Okay. The general comes in and he's like, hey, that's our fucking technology that we found. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's a fucking weather balloon, you dumbass.
It's a weather balloon, and that's what you're going to fucking say.
Yeah, you're getting court-martialed now too, bitch.
So
Right.
that makes sense.
But yeah, so I want to believe it was the Operation High Jump technology they found.
The only thing that kind of puts a damper on that for me is the fact that they waited 26 days. They wouldn't do that if they knew it was out there. Unless everyone... like, there you go, back to that PFC. That dumbass PFC thought he could drive it or fly it. Took it out on his own. Nobody knew he had it. He crashes it.
Where the fuck is this motherfucker
Everybody's
at?
going crazy back at the base looking for it. Like, where the fuck is it at?
Dude, I swear to God, PFC little dick, you better get the fuck back here with my motherfucking UFO.
And then 26 days later, this fucking farmer finds PFC little dick dead in an accident.
He's burnt to crisp, and now he's like 4 feet tall when he's really 6 foot.
Right?
Yeah, that could
It's
be
all
it.
adding up now. Now we
Yeah.
got it. Fucking PFC little dick over here fucking stealing the military's found equipment.
The other thing is the Majestic 12.
Oh, I love that.
You hear about that one?
That was formed at that time, right?
What is that?
Yeah, President Harry S. Truman made the Majestic 12 as a secret operation, and can also be the Men in Black.
Yeah, it's essentially Men in Black. So Will
And-
Smith, he was out there fucking getting jiggy with it.
But he sent the Majestic 12 to investigate this. Why would you send this secret organization to a weather balloon?
You wouldn't,
You wouldn't.
is the answer.
Yeah.
Unless you were, unless you're just being overly cautious, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to be a little bit of an optimistic here. I mean, yeah,
But
what do you call it?
there's no way. Okay. I wonder how long it took for that newspaper article to get, retracted.
Check this out. Bird stopped serving in 47.
Ooh, you guys remember that name from Operation
But-
High Jump?
But the operation ended in 47. Operation High Jump.
But he stopped serving completely, entirely in 47?
Yeah.
And that's when the crash happened, right?
Yeah.
So that's a little weird.
So they came.
But Operation High Jump ended.
Yeah, but he still, just because an operation ends doesn't mean your service ends.
It
But
ended because it went black.
They bought him back. They brought him. He was already retired from
Yeah.
the military, and they brought him back for Operation High Jump.
For that reason
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah, he was like a lieutenant, and they brought him back as a rear admiral.
So what is the time difference between Operation High Jump ending 2
Ended
months early
February.
and the crash?
So they ended in February of 1947, Operation High Jump, and then this crash supposedly happened June 14th, 1947. But then we found it July 8th, 1947.
Okay.
So that is 6 months,
6 months.
7 months.
So that lines up also with Operation High Jump.
That's fucking totally
5
aligned,
months.
dude. Totally
I can't do the
aligned.
math right now.
Either way, 4 or 5 months later,
Yeah.
this thing crashes in a field after Operation High Jump, which is technically they could have found the alien craft there.
Or just, advanced technology.
Well,
Doesn't have to be UFO.
that's true. It doesn't. Advanced technology that we weren't privy to beforehand.
Yeah.
But they find that there. They try to rework it or reverse engineer it, and maybe this isn't even the same exact one. It's one they built. Well, you wouldn't be able to build it in 4 months, I'd assume. But either way, they were trying to fucking fly it
having all these Nazi scientists.
PFC little dick crashes it into the field.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like it.
That's where I'm going with it. Well, that's my favorite theory, anyways. Is this is a
Operation High Jump.
A found aircraft at Operation High Jump.
I wonder
we
if
were trying to master.
I wonder if they met aliens, and then aliens were trying to teach them how to use the aircraft, and then they crashed that shit. We walked away, from the crash, but the fucking aliens died.
How many bodies were found?
3.
3 bodies were found?
But what you were saying, Farnsey, I don't think you walk away from a crash like that. You take all of the evidence with you, and you don't let anybody find it, regardless. Yeah. So you don't walk away from it.
See, that's the thing. How good was radar technology back then?
Probably not that good.
There was no GPS locator on a crash plane. I don't think.
Well, that flying saucer, it had GPS in it because the aliens. How do you think they get from galaxy to galaxy?
But do you think we knew that? Do you think we knew how to track that yet?
Well, maybe that's where it came from.
Nowadays
technology.
Someone look up when GPS was made up.
I'll look it up right now. You guys,
because they were the reason they found out is because the rancher, and the reason why they didn't,
That's my thing. If they had GPS, they would have fucking found that the same exact day. They would have all been there.
Yeah, but see, because it's an underground.
1973.
Okay, so yeah,
that's when it was launched for normal people, though. That doesn't mean that the
military
didn't have.
Look up when the military got
then.
GPS.
It's original Black Ops, man. That's why nobody fucking knew about it. They had to keep it all fucking wrapped up tight. Nobody knew about it until the fucking rancher found it, and then they tried to say it was a flying saucer, and somebody fucking came in and was like, check it out, dude. Better shut the fuck up about this. Change that shit. Fix it right now. And if you don't fucking wrap it up tight, you will disappear. And Raimi was like, okay, go change the fucking story right now.
And he did.
We're all dead.
Yeah, so...
it's just saying 73, but it's saying the military is the one that released it, right?
Yeah.
So technically, they had it for who knows how long. I mean, they keep technology hidden forever until they feel until they're way beyond that, and then they can release it for normal people to have.
I used to say that the military was like 20 years ahead.
It's more like 50, I think.
But I think they're gaining 10 years every year.
Let me tell you something.
They don't release shit to us unless they know that
Air Force,
we
Navy,
can't
and
overthrow
Army
them with it.
are 10 years ahead of everything, or 50 years, whatever the fuck it is. Marine Corps is like 20 years behind. Just saying. Yeah. Just saying.
Well, I know that the military, just because we don't fucking have the access to it, the military does have shit way beyond our understanding.
Because, look, there's this guy because I was doing research on the new tech and about graphene, and graphene is used in all our phones. That's why the superconductors and the microchips are so fucking advanced, and our phones could be so thin. This phone I got, this little shitty Android, is more powerful than the laptops were in 2010.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
It's
you guys
like
remember
10 times
when
more powerful?
You guys remember when it was cooler to have a smaller phone, so the smaller the better, and they were trying to make it as small as possible?
Dude, I remember these little tiny things. They're like the size of my watch. Just how fucking
it's insane though to think how much technology has changed.
Now
you don't got demand for it.
You don't have the biggest fucking phone, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, if you don't got the Note 10 Plus right now.
Fuck you, I'm only Note 9.
Or the iPhone extra big, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. I don't do the iPhone thing.
The graphene that's so hard to make commercial scale, like you can't make a piece of graphene the size of this table.
Yeah.
It's too hard. But at MIT, this guy did create a rolling machine where you can commercialize graphene.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Graphene? Okay, so you could imagine putting contacts in.
Yeah.
And that's your cell phone, laptop, computer, and TV.
That'd be dope. Actually, I don't want that because they're going to fucking kill us.
They're going to kill us anyways.
Graphene is it's carbon fiber, 1 atom thick.
How did we get to this?
Technology.
I do not know.
Advanced tech.
Oh, yeah. Advanced. Sorry.
Oh, the technology that we have that the military's hiding from us, so we don't know.
I don't know. The one I like the most is Operation High Jump. They found the UFO out there. They're test flying it, and it crashed in that field. The rancher said, yeah, I fucking found this 26 days ago. The military's like, no, motherfucker. It just crashed. Okay?
It just crashed. It's a weather balloon.
It's a weather balloon.
And you're an idiot.
Yeah.
See, that almost makes sense because when they see him, like Commander Fravor in 04 flying that Hornet, Super Hornet,
Yeah.
and they find this one that's actively like jamming their radar, flying over the ocean. That would make sense, right? That's what the military would do, is take precautions after finding something.
Yeah.
Crashing it, reverse engineering it, kind of getting close to how it works, and then, okay, let's only fly it over the water
So no one can see it.
so that if we do crash, we're a little safer, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if you're safe if you crash in water. You're going to fucking drown.
Yeah, I would be
But they
scared.
could operate better in water.
I'd rather crash into the land so you just die immediately. Because what if you crash in the water and you're fucking drowning?
Yeah.
I feel like that would be worse. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know.
I've
never died before, but
You have any final... we just been rambling on about this for fucking 30 minutes.
It's perfect.
You're
welcome.
Good, though.
You guys got any fucking final thoughts on this?
I found out. Well, we only got into one theory, really.
Well, you guys got other fucking theories?
Yes, it could have been an actual alien flying, like an actual alien.
I thought we got
crashing.
into that.
No, we talked about how it could have been found technology, but
No, we talked about how there was bodies found, but they covered it up with fucking crash dummies.
right. But we never actually said that it could have been just an alien craft that crashed.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's the alien craft to crash. Because check it out. Like, we started nuking shit. And I think they came down and were like, what the fuck's going on down here? And fucking as soon as they hit our atmosphere, they're like, okay, our plane's acting weird. Kaboom! And then they got fucking smacked. And
I
fucking
think,
crashed.
I think aliens actually crashing is a very, very good one as well. But I also don't understand how they could have such advanced technology and then just crash into a fucking farm.
Because when they entered our atmosphere,
That's not the first time
our
they entered,
electromagnetic field fucked with their shit. That's what I think. And
I
then
don't think that's the first time they're able to
redo
traverse
some calculations.
Why did
the
it take-
fucking great space. So I mean, how can they come in and just crash randomly? I don't think so. And I think that
Well, imagine, all right, see, I don't know how fucking, space works or anything like that, but if you're space, there's no friction, nothing, it's just fucking, you're going, right?
no gravity, right?
No gravity, you're just fucking going. Imagine, imagine like a wormhole or something. They're just going through, right? And the wormhole enters our atmosphere where there's actual friction and shit. There's gravity, and then you're instantly fucking stop.
Yeah, but you got to think these guys are so advanced. That spaceship would have been so advanced. That's not gonna fuck with it.
Yeah.
They didn't just come here either. They probably been studying us and checking out our fucking how everything works on our planet. I mean, this is not the first ever case of a UFO.
No, I agree.
So it just doesn't make sense to me that they would have this technology and just crash it.
So, in 45, they tested the first nuke, right?
No, they dropped the last nuke in 45.
No,
August 9th, 1945 was when Hiroshima happened.
July 16th, 1945.
Was Oganaki or whatever it's called. Sorry, Japan, I'm not trying to...
So anyways, the nuke.
Nagasaki happened August 9th. Hiroshima was July.
That was the
Sorry.
Trinity nuclear test, though.
That's when they about the time they were doing them. Then regardless,
Yeah. 19...
And
July,
do you know
August.
where they dropped the nuke at?
Roswell.
Not
yeah,
Roswell.
New Mexico.
Was it really?
In New Mexico.
The desert of... I'm pretty sure New Mexico or Arizona.
Yeah, but that's close enough
Yeah.
to where I can see what he's saying. If the aliens were like, "Hey, we got to come put a fucking end to these people trying to fucking kill themselves and blow up their whole entire planet."
That word. Yes.
I'm sorry. We got to put an end to these stupid people trying to blow up our fucking planet. And
I worked
fucking-
hard on that science project. Them
Yeah.
fucking intelligent monkeys are fucking doing some crazy shit.
they're gonna be stupid and fucking blow up each other, ruin everything I built.
But why wouldn't they go to Japan and do it? We dropped 2 fucking bombs in Japan a month after each other.
Maybe they did. They just didn't
Not
crash
even
there.
a month at each other.
Well, maybe they did go there. They just didn't crash. So we don't know.
That's another fucking shit we can get into, how we never dropped a bomb before. we don't even know nuclear technology.
We don't. So
It was the first A-bomb. Yeah. It was the first A-bomb in 45 in New Mexico.
I don't know if you guys got anything else on this. For me, this whole entire Roswell thing was kind of like not the best alien story in general.
No, it's hard to look up Roswell because so much shit's covered up.
It just, yeah, I agree. I think that there just wasn't a whole bunch to it for me.
It's also the most talked about incident, but there's not much to talk about.
There's a ton of it. I was looking it up right here. There's actually a UFO fucking museum.
It's in Roswell.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I've never fucking been, but that'd be kind of cool to go to and check
It's just trash.
out.
The government's liars. Oh, it's a flying saucer. No, it's not. Change the story. Hey, rancher, you better keep your fucking mouth shut. And hey, intelligence officer, take a picture with these materials that we laid out because you're a fucking idiot and don't know how to relay information to the public information officer who's going to do the press release. And you found bodies, huh? Yeah, that's because in the 50s, that's why, because we were dropping dummies in parachutes. That's why there were bodies. And then fucking no, they're trash. It's fucking lies.
I think regardless of, first of all, I do think it was some kind of advanced technology. Alien or from Operation High Jump, but either way, the government covered it up for sure.
Oh, 100%.
And then back then, I hate to say it, but people were really fucking stupid. Really fucking stupid.
I don't think they were stupid.
Just so we're clear, people are very fucking stupid nowadays too.
Yeah, they were gullible. They were gullible.
That's the thing. I don't think they're stupid. We literally have a fucking computer in our pocket nonstop. So if you say something. I hope the people that listen to this too fucking look shit up. If you hear us say something, don't fucking believe it. If you hear anyone say anything, don't fucking believe it. Look up your own fucking research. Don't look up any of the major news sources because they're gonna fucking lie to you one way or another. One side's gonna be one side of that way. One side's gonna be one side of that way. Look up fucking, independent news medias to look up shit. Yeah. Don't look at the major shit. Fucking do your own research on shit. If you fucking believe anything.
You think in 47 they were still buying those fucking fake-ass love potions and shit off of fucking traveling weirdos? You know they were in 47.
I like your point, though, Hugh. Dig deep. Don't believe everything you hear. Please listen to us still, but don't believe everything we say. Fucking go and look for yourself.
Yeah, if you hear something, like we said, we don't always fact-check our shit. Like, on the very first episode, I said we
check shit, but how sure can you be that what we're looking up is actually accurate?
Yeah, like the first episode we did, I said we found some microorganism. We didn't find nothing. I think I was watching a movie or some bullshit. I saw that shit. That's fucking cool, dude.
The fuck is that, a dinosaur?
Oh, my fucking dogs. But yeah, it's fucking, do your own fucking research, do your homework. Don't believe everything. Farnsey's chewing in the mic.
If you don't chew Big Red, fuck you.
But that's all. That's what I got. My little rant's over. Just fucking do your fucking homework, guys.
I like that though. Yeah, look it up. Look for yourself, man. Hopefully, we can get you going in the right direction. But we only do this podcast for about an hour, so we're giving you the information that we can in this amount of time. But look it up.
We look up after a few hours of doing research, then we do shit. We don't have fucking pages and pages of notes. We're not scripted. We just have like bulletin points that we read. If we have a name written down. Fucking, we have little tiny flashcards in our fucking hands.
We play it fast and loose, baby.
We don't keep the fucking actual evidence because we don't have the fucking actual evidence here with us. We just look up our homework and we tell you about it so you guys can get
We're hoping we can get the message out
Farnsey,
so you guys
are chewing hella bad.
Yeah, you're chewing hella loud.
Can't resist that cinnamon gum, man.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I know. I want some. But all right. We good on Roswell?
I think we're good for on Roswell for now. I mean, this is kind of leading into a bunch of other stuff that we'll get into in the future anyways.
Yeah.
So
we'll always
I think we're always going to come back to Roswell at least a little bit.
And Operation High Jump, probably. Yeah. Those two are probably the pinnacle of UFOs.
That's why it's good to get these done early.
Yeah.
Hidden tech by the government or fucking aliens. I'm fucking on it. It's one of those two.
All right. Well, if we're done with Roswell, Farnsey, what's on your mind?
Well, chemtrails.
Chemtrails?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Weather control.
Weather.
You guys don't see it? You guys don't ever fucking look up and see the clouds?
You think chemtrails are weather control?
Yeah, I think they're actually cloud seeding. They cloud seed and make it rain here when they decide to.
Like HARP stations?
Why the fuck did we were in such a big drought in California? If they could control the weather, they
Because
wanted
it's
us to
the
be.
fucking government trying to control our water. They want to fucking send it to LA, or they want to fucking cause fires. They wanted to cause the fires.
I lived in Southern California during the drought. Let me tell you, we still didn't get water down there.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. If we can control the weather, why the fuck are we short water? I don't get that. Like, in certain areas, especially.
And they wanted to burn down fucking, what was that fire? The fucking King's Fire and the fucking... They burned it all down.
They burned down a fire?
The PG&E?
Yeah, the PG&E quote-unquote fire. What the fuck ever.
That happened up in... Fuck, what was it? The Chico fire?
Yeah, they dry it out when they want to.
Got destroyed
when they want to.
Paradise was completely destroyed.
Yeah, Paradise fires. And if you look, that's exactly where the high-speed rail is going.
That is
all the
true.
fires that happened, that's where the high-speed rail is going.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane.
If you look at, like the forest burned down perfectly where the high-speed
just a
rail needs to
perfect path.
Perfect
now we
path.
can lay down our
Fucking
tracks.
nonsense. But yeah, they cloud seed. I don't believe too much in the chemtrails. That's a little too flat earth for me. Is for somebody to be like they're fucking controlling our minds. They're spraying microbiotic robots and we're fucking breathing it in and then they're controlling our minds. Get the fuck out of here, weirdo.
Just remember, anything's possible. I mean,
fuck you, dude.
anything's possible. Flat Earth.
But yeah, I definitely do believe that here in California, at least Sacramento, I look up and have seen cloud seeding. They'll spray. There won't be a cloud in the sky, and they'll start spraying, and then fucking all of a sudden the clouds roll in about 10 hours later, and then it starts fucking raining. And there was a dude, too, back in the day that was fucking building these rain towers, and he was getting paid for it. But then...
HARP stations.
Yeah, he did a little too much in San Diego and fucking flooded that place. And they tried to sue him for it. And the Congress was like, sorry, it was an act of God.
So you think the chemtrails are clouds or rain clouds?
No, they're a certain compound of chemicals that attract clouds.
Gotcha.
So it sucks the clouds into the area, and then it causes,
My only thing about these chemtrails is if that was weather control, during the droughts, I've seen so many of those chemtrails that we still didn't get rain.
But by his theory, though, if they were chemtrails that just attracted, maybe they weren't strong enough to attract the clouds, or they just weren't in the area.
Because see,
so
I've been noticing that too, and there's been times where there were clouds and they spray, and you could kind of see that
the clouds disappear.
They're picking what time they need to do it. Like, I watched them do it one time, and there were clouds, but it was too hot. It was summertime. It was too hot.
Yeah.
But in the summertime, they did it again, but they did it early morning, like late night or super early morning, and it drew in the clouds.
Okay.
So they have to beat the sun. But good luck in the desert. But in was it fucking Dubai or Saudi Arabia, they fucking pay money to seed the clouds and to make it rain once a week.
See, I would have to look more into it to actually fully believe.
I agree. I haven't looked into that, but it actually sounds like a fairly reasonable theory.
Yeah.
I mean, if they have that technology, you spray some chemtrails and it brings in clouds, it doesn't actually make it rain, but it hires the possibility of it. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. Like I said, I'd have to do some more research. We can probably do an episode on that.
Yeah. Weather control?
Yeah. We got anything else on about that?
Well, NASA's got a fucking hydrogen engine that fucking produces clouds.
Yeah. I could believe
their
NASA
clean burning engine.
Yeah.
It just emits large clouds. This fucking BBC reporter did a report on it, and it's like 20 minutes later it's raining.
I saw that actually.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see the bad thing in that.
No. I think it would help. All right. You got anything else?
No.
No, I don't got nothing else.
That's all my mind.
Well,
They're controlling the weather.
Controlling the weather. That's what's on Farndy's brain, guys.
Nothing else on Roswell. We're past that already.
Yeah. All right. So follow us on Instagram. Bizarre
Investigation.
Bizarre Investigation. I was trying to say our Twitter name. Follow us on Twitter. Bizarre Inv. BIZARREINV. And follow our Facebook page, Bizarre Investigations. Send us an email at bizarreinvestigations@gmail.com. And we'll hopefully have another episode next week.
Send in your guys' ideas for us, please. We want to talk about what you guys want to hear.
Yeah, or talk shit. Bring it. We're ready for that.
You guys got any cool stories you want to let us know? Send them to our email. We'll read them.
If you want to debunk something, let us know too. All right, well, see you guys next week, hopefully.
Peace out.
Love you.